I ain't got no good camera, so I'm on my phone until I get a better camera. This is what I'm on. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go ahead and get into it. Over the years, we have all fell in love with this amazing anime called Naruto. Now, we grew up with Naruto. Some of us are just now getting into Naruto, and others are just super late to Naruto. So let me tell you right now, this is a Naruto rant, okay? These are the things that I personally had an issue with, or just completely didn't understand while I was watching Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. The first thing that I had a complete and other issue with is the women. The women in this show didn't make any sense to me. Now, there is two different levels of women in here. You have the extremely powerful, like Lady Tsunade and Lady Chiyo, and then you have the ones that should have been, would have been, could have been powerful, but for whatever reason, or rather they had potential, but was never got a chance to show. There is no way that Sakura should have been the way that she was. We literally watched this useless girl start off as a useless girl. She had two, technically just one, but she had two moments out this whole show where it showed like she had some character development. And I was like, oh snap, okay, she a medical ninja, the strength of Tsunade, and she's still lagging behind Naruto, Guy, Lee, everybody. She's lagging behind everybody. I'm just, she didn't get a chance to really show her powers like that either. I mean, she was still lagging behind Shikamaru and Choji, but, they had a whole nice little trio that worked together, so it was cool. But seriously, come on, Sakura? After the whole Lady Chiyo thing, it was like, alright, she went back down to being useless, emotional, and she was a medical ninja taught by Lady Tsunade. How are you useless at this point? There is no reason that she gained titties and didn't get overpowered like the rest of the group. None whatsoever. She should have had moments where it was literally just her, no help, fucking shit up. Honestly and truly. Or, it was cool that she saved old dude from the sand village. Nice. But after that, it was just like, alright, so we at the Great War, and you still lagging behind, homie. you got the slug and everything, you still lagging behind. Let's not even get into 1010. Because who? 1010 who? What was her purpose? Why was she there? They didn't even give her a love interest in Boruto. Like, what was her purpose? What? Literally, she was there throwing kunais and stuff. The most we seen her do any real work is when she and Guy and Neji and Lee were fighting with themselves at the beginning of Shippuden with Sasori. But it was like, what was her purpose outside of that? We saw her, kinda, but she didn't get no backstory. We didn't care. Nobody cared. Let's not talk about Azuma's wife. She was there for all of 2 seconds. Lady Tsunade had more time than any other woman in this series, mainly because she was the Hokage and other reasons because she was like the grandchild. But what was the other woman in the show again? Like, really, who did we really see out here killing it? Except for like the summit at the Great War. It was like, alright, old girl can do like the spit or whatever, or the wind situation. Outside of that, who else? Shisone, she had her moment in time. She was really down for it. I give her that. But they ain't give her no OP moments. She was just there for intellect. Even the one that was with Sasuke, with the red hair. What is her name? I can't think of names right now. I'm sorry, guys. I am failing as a fan. But she was useless? Like, her body was there to like regenerate, and he kind of used her as the show used her. That is all the women in the show was for. To be used by male characters. Outside of Lady Tsunade and Chiyo, the rest of the women in the show was pretty much used for male characters. Like sidekicks. The backstory is ridiculous. The most disappointing of them all has to be Hinata. Hinata with her Bakugan, her gentle fist. Hinata, who should have been right there on the same level as Neji. There is no reason that she shouldn't have had at least 10 episodes of just OPness. Like, just fire, hand-to-hand combat fights. I'm like, they gave her 2 seconds. Now, granted, in Naruto, when we first introduced her, it was like, oh, this cute Hinata. We all became fans. You know, she had her little backstory. It was nice. But she should have had more time in Shippuden, at least in the war or something. Like, yo, yo, when Naruto fought Pain, granted, I give them that. They made her, once again, they used a woman for the male characters, because without Hinata getting fucked up, Naruto would not have went into rage mode like that. You know? But still, like, they should have worked on their relationship more in that show, too, now that I think about it. But literally, Hinata, she got a new boob job, long hair. In any other anime, she would have been beast mode. She had her 2 seconds of fame with Pain. Bravo for jumping in a circle when nobody else would, but damn. Where was her? Why were all the villains overpowered? Like, granted, it made for cinematic views. It was beautiful to watch. The animation was glorious throughout the show as it just kept getting better and better. But literally, they made these villains so powerful that we just have to wonder, how was this going to happen? Who was really going to win? I don't quite understand. I don't quite understand why Madara and the Akatsuki and shit Pain destroyed a village in one move. This man could have did that as soon as he walked through the building, honestly. But all the villains were stupid overpowered, and some of the superheroes, you know, shinobis and whatnot, were still trying to figure out character development. I was just like, Naruto, what are we doing here? Granted, that's why some people like it, because it's like real life. Sometimes the heroes are not as strong. They need villains to make them stronger. And I was like, well, Sasuke was like a villain for half the show, supposedly. Itachi was a villain for half the show. If not 80% of the show, he was supposed to be a villain until we found out the truth. And I'm like, why are these people so overpowered? Orochimaru can't die. There's people who died for no apparent reason. For characters that can't die. Number 3 of the issues that I have with Naruto. Rest in peace, my man. Oh, Jiraiya. We went through all these emotional background stories. We watched Pain destroy the village and bring niggas back. We watched all the Hokages and everybody else become reanimated and come back to life after years of being dead. Even Asuma came back for a little bit. We couldn't get a Jiraiya cameo. Like, we couldn't get a Naruto Jiraiya, you know, Minato fight scene. Just, he couldn't come back for 2 seconds. Y'all tripping. Y'all did us dirty. Y'all did us bold. The fact that he died in the first place is bold, but you didn't bring him back because it just fucked up. Like, literally, of all the characters to bring back, you didn't bring him back? Hurt me. Just hurt me. Here we go again. The fact that y'all killed people and made me cry just to bring them back. Don't be doing this Dragon Ball Z bullshit. Naruto's one of those shows that pull out your heartstrings. They make you cry for people you shouldn't cry for. They make you want to understand every single character. When all you want to do is have a villain and a hero, and they're like, nah, there's no gray. You know, there's a bunch of gray in between this black and white. And you're just sitting there like, but I was rooting for you. And now I'm like, I feel sorry for you. Now I understand you. This whole world is just messed up because it's about perspective. I get that. But damn, you ain't have to make me cry like this. I was starting to get attached to characters. And even characters that I wasn't attached to end up having a backstory that made me attached to them. And I didn't want to be attached to them. Like when Gaara first came. It was like, damn, Gaara's crazy as hell. And then they gave us a backstory and I was like, I was not supposed to like you. And then they gave us Sasori's backstory as he was out here killing niggas. And I still didn't feel sorry. But I kind of felt sorry. Because, like, damn, your parents got killed. And, like, the Great Ninja Warriors was fucking everybody up. Everybody needed therapy. Somebody should have been there. Because everybody got PSD. And it's just a cycle. And it's crazy. Because the Great War was, like, 20, 30, 40 years ago. And somehow, like, even the young people are still feeling it. You know, real life shit. I had an issue with the fact that Naruto didn't know his dad. And that none of the other younger villagers knew his dad. And his dad's face is literally on a mountain over the entire village. Like, all of the older people knew who Naruto's dad was. And they still treated Naruto like shit. You knew he was the fourth Hokage's son. You knew. And nobody had a picture or a drawing of this man. Like, y'all just, you knew. I just feel terrible for, like, the whole Leaf Village is trash with keeping secrets and then still allowing bullying. Just trash. Throw the whole village away. That's why Pain flew your bitch asses up. Last scene. Like, Naruto would just do shit out of the blue and it would work. And he would somehow be able to talk villains out of doing villainous shit. Like, imagine if Pain was like, I fucks with you because you, Naruto, you give these motivational ass speeches, and now I'm going to give you a chance because I want to believe in you. What? In what world does that work? The Avengers could not go to Kronos and be like, hey, you shouldn't do this because you are going to do blah, 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 and I understand your pain, but da, 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 da. And he'll be like, all right, here, these Infinity Stones. It's cool. Like, what? But they just loved Naruto so much or listened to him so much that they were just like, all right, I'm sorry for my ways. What? There's so many people that killed themselves and just, what? The thing that irritated the most out of my soul of Naruto and Naruto Shippuden is these fight scenes. These fight scenes lasted at least 10 episodes of the same thing. We watched third Hokage die for 10 whole episodes of them going back and forth with this sword. And we know in anime time it was probably like 5 minutes. But we watched 10 whole episodes of the same struggle. You watch Gaara die for 5 episodes. This man was getting his soul pulled out of him for 5 whole episodes. Who does this? What anime? What? Why are we taking 5 episodes to watch this man die? Overall, Naruto is a great show to watch. It's an amazing anime with life lessons, and it makes you want to believe in everything and catchphrases. It's one of the biggest animes out there. Everybody likes to cosplay. There's 1,001 characters, and it's ever growing. You know, there's good character development for the men, and there's great storytelling, amazing storytelling. So yeah, it's not a bad show. These are just the things that I hated about it, or at least that got on my nerves. Tell me down in the comments if you felt the same way that I felt, or if there were some other things about this show that you didn't particularly like, but you still loved it. Alright guys, I'm out of here. Mwah. See you, Misfits.